But I noticed a little heat cup on this thing when it goes. I gotta check it out a little further, see if that thing is right or not for this bike. I might just put the old ECU back in. And then something I noticed also, let's see who I got that from. The ECU, I got it from Rocky Mountain ATV, and it's the only ECU they sell for the XR. So I just picked up that one, but I know it's got like a little heat cup to it. And another thing about it that you guys should keep in mind, you see it in the comments, and I didn't pay attention to it. The Rocky Mount ECU doesn't have the option for kickstand. The light comes on, side stand, but doesn't shut off the bike automatically. So you just have to remember, like, you'll have to train yourself. I mean, most riders are trained to keep their, put their kickstand up when they ride the bike, so it's all right. But you got to be pretty smart about that. Like, if you accidentally go riding with your kickstand down, once in a while I'll put my foot over there just to check this up. But the light still comes on, so that's good. I mean, at least you'll see when you look at the dash, you see that side stand's light on, and you'll know, okay, my side stand is bounced into place or something, because that can happen too. I kind of like the automatic shut off better, but I could see why guys riding off road wouldn't, because you bounce off of an incline or something, or a jump, and if you bounce hard enough, the kickstand will bounce and shut off the bike, which could be a disaster for you if you're riding off-road. So I can see where people wouldn't want that. I definitely could see that. But as far as like the ECU, I gotta test it out and see. I'll let you guys know if it's worth it. I don't think it's worth it to switch. I think what you would do, like, because some commenters were saying that I noticed that the ignition seems to work better. The timing on it's better. So the ignition on the stroke, that's what they were saying, but I didn't notice it. Matter of fact, I noticed a little bit of heat cup until the bike is warmed up. But that could be from the carburetor too. So I don't know, we'll have to see. But I got it from Rocky Mountain ATV, and you just go to bike specific, and you put in the XR 650L jab and the ear and all that stuff, and you'll see it'll come up with the ECU for you, or igniter, or whatever you want to call it. I mean, it's not really a computer. It's just something that takes the information from the timing and, gives you the ignition. Well, I don't think you'd want to place it as a computer, because it's not really a computer. CDI module, that's it. That's what they call it. Yeah, they call the unit on the XR and the KLR a CDI, because it's not actually a computer. It's just a CDI module. So I'm heading on 125th. I gotta go to Bronx right now. Let's see if this thing has a heat cup to it. I don't think it will, but maybe once the bike is warmed up, which I think it's probably coming from the carb. When the bike, because these bikes, when they're not warmed up properly, you probably shouldn't even drive them. They're not good to drive until you warmed it up totally. And it's weird because even here in the summertime, the bike, I went to take off and on a turn, and the bike almost stalled on me. It was like, woof, woof, like, so yeah, you get that little hiccup. That's pretty normal for these bikes. I mean, I just tightened my chain up and then redid my, cleaned my filter. I hope my mic is working. Yeah, I gotta take 125th to the east side, and then I'm gonna go across the First Avenue Bridge into Willis Avenue Bridge into Bronx, and then I'll jump on the not the Major Deegan, the other one, Bruckner. Take that around to where I gotta go. Yeah, good thing I tightened the chain though. It was really flapping around big time. Oh, that's a nice bike there. What is that, MT-09? I don't know. I can't tell. Yeah, oh no, it's a Triumph. Oh wow. Yeah, it's a Triumph. I thought it was an MT-09. It's a Triumph. Man, it's a nice warm weather today though. Holy crap. Really warm. That guy's flying on the yellow line. Only problem with doing the yellow line here, you got to watch it on the people. Yeah, that right there is what you got to watch out for. That occasional U-turn, they can be coming from any direction. When they make that U-turn, they'll just pop right into you. I don't normally do the yellow line thing, so I'm not going to do that. Matter of fact, I'm going to turn off my heated grips because I don't need it. So yeah, I was down in Florida, and I was down in Florida, and I was surprised. You know, I really firmly believe that you know, everybody moving to Florida, it might be something that people are really considering, but I don't think it's a good idea at this time. Honestly, don't think so. He's got his plate bent down perfectly, so actually it's actually a perfect amount that he's got it bent. He's got the perfect bend on that plate. I don't know if that's gonna slide though with a cop, but my plate definitely won't. It's got dog shit on it. But the way he's got that bent, you might be able to get away with saying the tire hit it. I think that's a great excuse. You just say, hey, my back wheel bumped the plate and bent it. You know, it's just, that's the bike, man. What are you going to do? You know, roads in New York are really rough. And suspension knocked into the rear wheel. And bam. You know, that's a very plausible excuse, I think. I would almost believe that if I was a cop. I'd be like, yeah, you know, that does sound about right. You might even want to put like a little bit of rubber on the plate just to show that it's worn. I mean, that would probably work if you wanted to have an excuse that works. So I'm not too sure about this CDI yet. I got to get back to you guys on the Rocky Mountain ATV CDI for the XR 650L, and they sell them for other bikes too, but I think specifically for the XR because the XR is known to have problems. I mean, the XR has known issues, and my voice is probably breaking up right now. Alright, I'll put this down so I can talk again. So the XR has known issues of the CDI fucking up from vibration. Circuit board just gives way, and then you'll have intermittent starting issues and bike shut off. So it might be a good idea to actually carry one of those with you. I'm almost thinking I need to carry one of those, because if one of those gives way on me. But then the other problem is if you're driving with a CDI module in the back toolbox and that thing's bouncing around just like the one that goes bad, you know, that's not good either. That's not going to work for you. Yeah, this is par for the course in Bronx, though. You're coming through this area. You just have to watch your shit around here, because, you know, the confidence you might have before, it may not work. Man, I just felt that hiccup again. I don't like that. I think I'm going to change that CDI module. I'm going to put the stock one back in. This one has like a hiccup to it. The slight little hiccup. Like, it's just a hesitation that you can feel on the bike. So I don't like it. Let me put this shield up. I mean, it's the middle of summer too. I mean, it's getting really warm, so I don't know if this thing is, you know, because it's warm out, the bike has a little I got to check it out and see. I got to do a little bit more research to see what exactly is going on. Because that hesitation might not be anything. It might just be the carburetor. I did notice that, you know, sometime, once in a while, you get like a little burp on this bike. Not enough to stall it, but enough to scare the shit out of you. So this one I got to go on the Bruckner all the way, and then take the Sheridan Expressway. That's the only place I can. That's the only way I can get to where I'm going. I'm not going to fit through there. Well, I didn't think I was going to fit through there, but I did. This Sheridan Expressway is quite tight. I don't like it when people like push you up and then they come over on you. That sucks. Some people move over though, they get out of the way. So that's cool. So yeah, I was getting back to the situation in Florida. I'm really torn about Florida. I mean, there was times where I thought maybe of moving there, and then so many people move there, it's insane. Like, even from New York, people that I know, they just threw in the towel. They're like, fuck this, man. New York's fucked up. I'm out of here. And they went to Florida. But Florida has its own problems now. And I don't want to be opinionated or anything, but it just seems to me like the place is just full of people from up north. I mean, it's lost its innocence. It used to be that the people that you would see in Florida were retirees and stuff, you know, the occasional retiree would be in Florida from New York. But now it's just like all ages, and they're just like flooding the place. All the clubs and bars have completely changed, you know. There's no more relaxed environment. It's all these like club scenes, you know. They're not bad though. I mean, but they're definitely for a younger crowd. Like I'll go into any bar, but the problem is some bars that I go into, I have to really face the facts that I'm not the right age, you know. And you know, I'm not. I mean, some people say age is just a number, and don't worry about it. It's all about confidence and everything like that. But listen, if you're middle-aged and you go into a bar where it's all 20-somethings in there, you know, they're not. First of all, they're not going to want you there, and unless you're balling, you know, and buying drinks for the table and stuff, champagne room shit, you know. But if you ain't balling, people ain't going to want you there. Or if you're famous, you know, they'll be okay with it, but oh, thank you. Thanks, man. Thank you. Wow, you know what? I think I took the wrong fucking exit. Yeah, I sure did. I didn't realize with the confusion of this exit ramp, I didn't realize I was going there. I took the wrong exit. Fuck. So anyway, getting back to Florida, it's completely changed. You know, I don't think moving there, throwing in the towel in New York and moving there is the answer. I mean, you might think so because you're done with New York, but yeah, I think you should throw in the towel if you've got a good setup down there. But if you're going to go down to Florida and pay 30% more for a house than you should be, and then you know, you're dealing with all that, I don't think it's a good idea. I think it's a very bad idea to overpay for a house and then deal with all that shit. I think you're making a big mistake, you know, doing that. I think what you should do is like think it over, plan out your attack. You know, if you're going to go to Florida, if you really, really feel that the lifestyle is that much better. It's also really hot there, very humid. The summertime is almost unbearable. But the weather is nice. Yeah, I mean, if you think you're going to go to Florida and it's going to be SoCal weather, you're sadly mistaken. You know, that's one thing that you need to be very clear on. Don't think you're going to go to Florida and you're going to be like, oh, I'm sitting pretty. It's like SoCal weather. No fucking way, man. It's not that type of place, you know. Florida has a lot of rain, a lot of things about it that, you know, you just can't assume that the weather is going to be like that, because it's not SoCal weather, and that's just the reality of the facts. You know, you can't assume that, or in any way at all. Like, I mean, I've stayed in Florida, you know, and no, I've stayed in Florida and I've stayed in Southern California. I stayed in Southern California 6 years, and I stayed in Florida for 2. And I can tell you from personal experience, there is no way that you can call that SoCal weather. It's nothing close. And SoCal has changed a bit, you know. I mean, it rains a lot more in SoCal than it used to. And that's one thing that people in Cali have mentioned to me, you know, like, if you ever come back out here, just be aware, you know, that the rainy season is significant here in Cali now. And you can see it from the news, you know. Like my friend up in Santa Barbara said that they had an ungodly amount of rain, that's so bad that it destroyed all the copper cables. Like, the telecom company wasn't even prepared for it. They were not. So anyway, let me know what you think about Florida. Is it an option for you? It's definitely not for me. And I've lived there, and I've lived in SoCal. I think going out to the West Coast, I think if you're going to bite the bullet and just go out there, that would probably be the best option. Or if you got a good setup in Florida, what the hell, do it, man. I mean, if it's a good setup, why not? But if you're going down there and you know, you're just gonna wing it, man, that's not a good idea. Just stay where you're at if you're making money. All right, everybody, see you on the next one. Oh, now I know exactly where I'm at. I'm on the other side of the Sheridan. You can't get back on the Sheridan when you keep going onto the Bruckner, so that's why I came around this back road. Doing all kinds of illegal shit here. Fucking this West Farms Road, I've been down here many times, like this customer, and I didn't realize that Bruckner had that whole diversion thing going on, so I went the wrong way. That's a broom garage, huh? Go figure. Alright, everybody. See you in the next one.